Hey gang, it's been a while. Been a long while for anyone who's subscribed for the Scooby Doo content. Sorry if I sound terrible. I'm stuck home with the flu. Scooby Doo and the flu. Who knew? But there's been some stuff going on while I've been sitting here trying to recover that I wanted to talk about. The final trailer for the Scoob movie. Yeah, you know, like the second trailer after the first trailer. So now it's the final trailer. Just dropped, and figured I'd talk a little bit about that, as well as some Guess Who stuff, as always. So if you like this sort of content, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe and let us know. Because, I took a break from this for quite some time. But yeah, the new Scoob trailer. It's mostly the old trailer. The longest parts of this trailer were just stuff from the old one, you know, showing Shaggy and Scooby meeting, and the whole naming him bit, and also like we're in IKEA! Did you just say IKEA? No, I said Falcon Fury, same as you. Some new stuff though. We got to look at Dick Dastardly, who will be the main villain of the movie. We got a little look at him and his new design, as well as the owner of the Falcon Fury himself, the Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Got a little sneak peek of them. As well as Dee Dee, a character. She's kind of the assistant for Blue Falcon in this movie, but originally she was the character from Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels. And Captain Caveman is also supposed to be in this movie, and we haven't seen him yet though. Gotta say, don't like the new designs for Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Don't like it. And I don't like the way Blue Falcon is portrayed here. Because he comes in, does a dab with the lights and everything. He's like, whoa, Dee Dee, where's my balloons? When I say Falcon Fury, that's the cue for the balloons. And then the balloons fall, and I'm just like, that's not Blue Falcon. That is not Blue Falcon. In the old cartoons, he was basically Batman. He was just basically Adam West Batman, more or less, and constantly aggravated at the antics of Dynamite. And Dynamite's got like a more robotic look to him, like a much more Robo-Dog kind of thing, which I guess isn't terrible, but there's just a lot more charm to his original design, in my opinion. But I don't fully like it. I can go into this movie with an open mind. Definitely got to go into an open mind with this voice cast, because eek, just eek. I don't like the celebrity voices. Will Forte as Shaggy, he's trying. It's growing on me. He does an okay Shaggy. But I don't understand why they didn't get Matthew Lillard. I don't understand why they didn't have Frank Welker reprise his other roles, because they got him for Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo, the dog himself, the character in this movie, they left untouched. They decided to keep Scooby-Doo himself the purest he could be for this movie, and everything else got the creative changes, because they knew if you mess with Scooby, everyone was gonna be pissed. You would have lost everybody. But with the other characters, that's where they can play around with it, and even then, I'm still not feeling it. Not letting Frank be Fred, that's just weird. It's just weird. I mean, he's played him since the beginning, like a role for over 50 years now. And you just give it to who's doing it? Zac Efron? I don't know. Some guy I've never heard of. Daphne and Velma, they're okay. I mean, they've had a lot of different roles over the years, people playing them, so I'm a little more open for them, but Fred, Daphne, and Velma don't really seem to have a lot to do in this movie. Because most we get to see is them, like, trying to figure out what happened to Shaggy and Scooby. Because it looks like Shaggy and Scooby go to, like, this bowling place, robots attack them, they get yoinked by the Blue Falcon, and then Fred and the girls are just kind of playing catch-up for the rest of the movie or something. But they do discover Dick Dastardly as the bad guy. We no Muttley yet, so I think that's going to be like a big surprise in the movie. He looks all right. I mean, we only get like one line out of him in this trailer, and then that's just him saying "Scooby Dooby Doo," and then you see Scooby like wearing like a Blue Falcon superhero suit, which is kind of cute. He looks okay. I'm excited to see if there's any references to the pigeon or wacky races. Yeah, because where's his hat though? He needs his hat. I mean, where Dick Dastardly ain't nothing without his hat. Oh, and we get another hilarious real world reference joke with Dick being so evil, so dastardly, that he steals Netflix through his mother's account. And then Daffy's like, that's not fair for the rest of us who pay for Netflix. And then Fred's just like, wait, you have to pay for Netflix? Smooth, Fred. Smooth. So I think there's going to be a lot of pop culture references, especially with that dab that BF did. Okay, I mean, Scooby-Doo's no real stranger to doing that kind of thing, but it doesn't make it any less painful. But I love the animation in this movie. I may not like all the character redesigns, but I like the way it looks. I really want to go see this movie. I'm not a big fan of all the voices and everything. And I got my problems. I got my problems for sure. But this looks like it'll be a fun movie. Got all those Hanna-Barbera references. Like I think I saw an Impossibles reference in the trailer during the Halloween scene. And yeah, I'm just really excited to see where this goes. I did hear about a leak online that like pretty much nailed several things like months before that they even showed it in this trailer, and it basically like said like the whole plot mostly. If that leak turns out to be true, then I'm not sure how to really feel about this movie, but I'm just probably gonna try and forget about that. Go in here with an open mind. Try and accept this as its own Scooby-Doo thing, because it's an animated adaptation. We don't get too many of those. I mean, the Sonic movie, I love that movie. It was fun, but how much better would a Sonic the Hedgehog movie have been if we didn't have to do it in the real world? If it could have just been like fully animated and just done that, not have to worry about putting it into our world. You could have gone all out, had Sonic and Tails going after Eggman. How much better would that have been? We need to support these animated movies based on properties, because if we don't let Hollywood know that we don't want these janky live action adaptations, then they're just going to keep pumping out that formula, because that brings in people. That's what works. But the fact that this is the final trailer kind of makes me worried, in a way. Like, they have not done a lot of promotion for this. I wonder if part of that is the backlash due to the voice cast. Because I'm not the only one who feels bad about these voices, especially with the news coming out that people like Matthew Lillard and Grey Delisle and everybody, they like the official VAs for the cartoons and stuff, they were not reached out for this, like, at all. I mean, Frank was the only old one they brought back, and that was just so that they wouldn't donk up Scooby's voice, because you can't get a celebrity to come in and do a bad Scooby-Doo impression and just have people accept that, because nobody would have done that. Nobody would have accepted that. But anyway, that's about it for the Scoob trailer. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? I'll briefly go over my thoughts on those last 2 episodes out of season 1. And I got some weird news I've been hearing about, but I forget the name of the episode. It's been a while since I've watched it, but the one with the clown and the comedian guy. I apologize. His name will be right here. I like the episode. The guy's jokes, not so much. His relationship with Scoob and Shag was kind of neat, but he was not very funny in this. He did like some impressions, and they just weren't funny. The mystery itself was pretty neat. I loved the setting of like a haunted TV station. I mean, not something that they do a ton of in Scooby Doo. You know, there's some episodes where they've done it, but I'm sure. But this felt pretty unique, and it was really neat. You got like a Herculoids reference, I think there was. It was showing some old cartoon posters. Overall, solid episode with like a ghost clown thing. It was okay. The Batman episode. Oh, this was an exciting episode, much exciting episode that I was looking forward to for the longest time. The gang is going to Wayne Manor because Daphne knows Alfred through some convoluted way of knowing him. She's not related to him, but she's kind of like an uncle figure, but also a butler that she had for during one summer vacation or something. It's weird. But they show up at Wayne Manor, and then it turns out Alfred's been kidnapped by the Man-Bat, which honestly, pretty good villain to kind of choose for this kind of episode. Though there's a twist to it, which I'm gonna spoil. On their way there, the Batmobile passes them by, and then they go like, who did that whole bit where they're like, hey, detail about that. Oh my goodness, it's Batman. They do that for like everybody, for all the guest stars, and it's all right. It works in some episodes. It's cute. Then they get to Wayne Manor, discover he's been kidnapped, and they just go around looking for clues. Batman gets the alarm, then he doubles back, and then we get like this amusing part where Fred's like in the study, and then he discovers like the bust from like the classic '60s show where it has the button underneath the head, and then that moves the bookcase where with the entrance to the Batcave, and you see Bruce there without his mask on, and he's go like, oh! Fred doesn't notice that he's behind him, and you get like this amusing bit where Batman's like throwing batarangs, hitting the button again, and Fred keeps hitting the button, sliding back and forth with Bruce like right back there, trying not to be seen by Fred. Oh, it's funny. Then Scooby and Shaggy run into Batman, and he scares the tar out of them. Then they run back to the gang, and then as Scooby's like explaining the whole thing, with it was like, and he's like, and he's like, rah! And we were like, rah! And then Batman just chasing him around, and they're like, rah! Who are you working for? Rah! And then Batman's like picking off the gang one by one, and then Scooby's like doing his Batman person. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Oh, but it was so cute. And then he's like interrogating them, and like inspecting Scooby's claws, and detecting that he was not the one. They're not the ones that kidnapped Alfred. And then all throughout the episode, the gang are like onto him. Oh, and Batman's character in this episode, in past times where Scooby has teamed up with Batman, it's always been like a much friendlier incarnation, like Brave and the Bold Batman, or like the Batman from the '60s, Adam West Batman. Batman that would normally play along. This ain't that Batman. This is basically like animated series Batman, where he doesn't trust them. He basically knocks them out, stuffs them in the mystery machine, and just like pushes them out of the road outside of Wayne Manor, while he goes to hunt down Man-Bat and try and rescue Alfred. But due to a clue that the gang had found in Wayne Manor, a tube of lipstick, it leads them to like this abandoned mall, where they do some more investigating. So it's basically a fun little reference to how many abandoned and like decrepit places there are in Gotham City. And Shaggy's just like, we're like in one of the most hardened we're criminal-ridden, crime-infested cities in America, man. Ugh. Shaggy's just like lampshading how dangerous it is for them to be going around doing their thing, because Gotham is not a safe place. They are in like real danger here. They do some investigating, find a computer, trying to hack into Wayne's bank accounts. And then Velma calls Batman. She like hacked his phone while he was intimidating Shaggy and Scooby. And Batman's just like flabbergasted the entire time that Velma had done this. And then just some good comedy with the Dark Knight. Doesn't play too much into the main mystery. He's in the episode, but he's kind of doing his own thing. He does like a little investigation at Arkham Asylum, discovers that that Lang is still behind bars, so it can't be him being the Man-Bat. And then the gang is trapped and they're being chased by the Man-Bat, who's out to kill them. Then Batman comes in and gets into this big old fist fight with Man-Bat. And then Shaggy and Scooby are just like going around. It's kind of a weird chase sequence with it where they're not being chased by the monster, but they're running away from the fight of Batman and Man-Bat. They're just like trying to stay out of that fight, and it's pretty funny. Eventually they capture it and unmask it to be the Joker. No big surprise. Voiced by Mark Hamill, which was a nice touch. It was just standard. He kidnapped Alfred, so that he could get the password, so he could hack into Wayne Industries and steal his money, so he could fund his future schemes. Pretty tame as far as Joker plans go, but it works for a Scooby Doo episode. But yeah, now we're all caught up. Here's the thing though, it's been a while since I've checked, but apparently they've been releasing new episodes of Guess Who on the Boomerang app over in the UK. The UK of all places has had these episodes more than us, and they keep popping them out. But meanwhile, over here in the States, they've killed the show. They were going to show it up on Cartoon Network, like new episodes, that like a couple weeks after they go up on the app. But no, they're not. Why? We have all these new episodes of this pretty good show, by the way. Scooby Doo and Guess Who is a pretty good show. Some episodes weaker than others, but it's a very good return to form for Scooby. With guest stars that people care about, and like these like really excellent episodes. Why does Cartoon Network have to kill anything that's not The Amazing World of Gumball or Teen Titans Go, or like one of their 3 new shows that they let survive, like We Bare Bears? Like, what? Why? Why do you have to kill these shows? You can't even stick Scooby-Doo on Boomerang, like the actual channel. No, you gotta shove your Ben 10 reboot on there to go die. Why? It just makes no sense. And they're just doing us dirty by hiding all these excellent episodes of this brand new show, and just not even advertising it. They're trying to kill this show. It just baffles me. it also baffles me with this new Scoob movie. I mean, like, do you want to celebrate this franchise or not? I mean, he's 50 years old now. For crying out loud. Ugh. I really want to see those new episodes because I mean, I've heard things about the Flash episode. I mean, I just now learned that oh yeah, that's been out. And apparently they do some great stuff in that episode. I haven't seen anything of it yet, but I can't wait to go see that. I'll have to find a way to watch that. But anyway, I'm getting tired. What about you, Scoob? You hungry?
Yeah, movie racks.
But yeah. I guess that does it for this episode. Please let me know if you want to hear me more rambling about me and Scooby Doo. I'm gonna get some rest and take it easy, guys. Anyway, until next time,
Scooby Dooby Doo.
All right, bye.
See today, a world we couldn't